to bring the nation colder than average temperatures on Thanksgiving Day. But the good news is, if there's a front to the north of us, we're in that time of year that they're usually strong enough to slide down the state and clear our area. And that's what the models are hinting for Black Friday. Not so much on Thanksgiving Day. On Thanksgiving Day, it is going to be warm and humid. We're talking turkey time with temperatures in the mid 80s by the afternoon hours with a southeast breeze. South breeze gusting from time to time, 5 to 10 miles per hour. So we'll be noticing big changes with the wind changing into the forecast next week. For today, great. Head to the beach, do some boating. Really no advisories for beachgoers and boaters. This water is like glass out there. This is the time of year to be out there and enjoy our beach and boating activities, as highs will be in the lower 80s each and every day.
Alrighty, Julie, what a beautiful forecast, am I right? South Florida, let's take a look right now. Your roads are very congested. 95 going southbound. This is near Northwest 54th Street. It is bumper to bumper. Your express lanes are moving good, so if you can take your express lanes going southbound, I recommend to do that instead. You can always take 441 too. That's a good option for you. Northbound, you guys look good in that area. Take a look right here. You can see you've got some congestion leaving Hollywood going southbound on 95. Let's take you closer to an area we're also seeing some red. Right here, the turnpike going northbound as you approach Southwest 152nd Street, just bumper to bumper traffic. Things moving really slowly as, let's take a look here, 13 miles per hour. So definitely consider taking US 1. As you can see, US 1 looks pretty good. But if you do need to take the turnpike, take your coffee to go, my friends. Let's take a look here. Drive times, those of you who take the Palmetto Expressway, 36 to 35 minutes to get you where you need to go.
Oh, big week. Yep, you said it, Alex. It is a great way to start your Thursday. We like to call it Friday Eve. And yeah, 1 week away from Thanksgiving, and let me tell you, by next week at this time, it will be slightly more humid. Winds will start to move in from the southeast. Right now, we just have an easterly component to the breeze, so temperatures aren't terrible, but just warmer. So we'll call it mild, 72 in Miami, 70 Fort Lauderdale, upper 60s inland. Winds variable 3 to 5 miles per hour. They're about 3 degrees cooler in Pembroke Pines, and we're noticing warmer in Miami-Dade. As the kids head to the bus stop this morning, we are in those 70s. Make sure they have their sunglasses because those clouds will move in from time to time, but we'll see plenty of sunshine. Highs expected in the mid 80s today. I'll have a lot more on this warming trend and a sneak peek to that Thanksgiving Day forecast coming up.
Alrighty, South Florida, taking a look right now at your roads. You do have a live look here at I-95. This is going north and southbound right here. This right here is near Northwest 54th Street. So if you do take this, you can see you've got lots of congestion here. Things are moving very, very slowly for you. You did have an accident near Miami Gardens Drive not too long ago, but the good news is that has since cleared. And right now, this is a little further down south. So if you do typically take this, you may want to take 441 instead. Let's take you out to your maps. You can see you are busy out there. 75 going southbound as you approach the Palmetto Expressway. Slow. Also over there by Miami Gardens Drive by Iversbury Road. Moving very slowly. Lots of red. Let's take you a little closer to an area we're still seeing heavy red. Right here, going northbound on the turnpike as you approach Southwest 152nd Street. Consider taking US 1 instead, although on US 1 you're also seeing delays. So if this is part of your commute, give yourself lots of time this morning. It is Thursday. As you heard Andrew say, it is the dress rehearsal for Thanksgiving. Hopefully that doesn't mean the same thing for your roads. I think many of you will be home that morning. Let's take a look right here. Drive times, those of you who take the Palmetto Expressway, things are very slow for you. I'm sorry to report that. Northwest 154th Street to the Dolphin, 42 minutes. I-75 to the Dolphin, 43. Be safe.
Right, like finally, a West Coast system might have a bit of an impact on our weather sometime after Thanksgiving with that front, if that front makes it all the way through. So far, they've been kind of deflected, right? But this one might get in here
I think you're
after
right.
Thanksgiving.
You know, we've been talking about it for the last couple of days, and it'll be something that John will be bringing you as we go into Thanksgiving Day and going into Black Friday, and the weekend of Thanksgiving will be something we'll be enjoying. It won't be nearly as humid by that time if the front does clear. It's all about the shift in the wind direction, right? So when we're ahead of the front, we're warmer and we're more humid, which is why we're forecasting a pretty warm Thanksgiving, but not the warmest. There have been years that we've actually tied record highs. I brought it to you live right here on Local 10 News. I believe that was about 4 years ago. So for now, let's enjoy these temperatures. When we're talking about a warm up, it's not distinctly so warm and humid yet. While it's subtle, but it's just enough to actually switch the temperatures to where you may be using that AC a little bit more than you were a couple days ago. Our lows are in the low 70s. We've got a bit more cloud cover too, rolling in off the ocean breeze, and it's all thanks to that ocean breeze. These temperatures are warmer, low to mid to upper 60s inland, low 70s near the coast. Wind out of the northeast and easterly component straight from the breeze across the Keys. Temperatures 1 to 2 degrees warmer. It's the dew points you're going to notice that are climbing into the upper 60s. So we're right on that threshold of getting uncomfortable and sticky. Nationally, we were just talking about these series of storms that have been pulling in from California. One we're watching right now over Dallas in towards parts of Oklahoma, bringing them some showers and storms, but notice it stays on the northern fringe of the ridge of high pressure. That next one that's moving into New Mexico, very similar conditions. And then, as John was just mentioning, this is the first of several storms that will continue to move into California. And by the end of the weekend and into early next week, it makes its way marching towards the east, and that's when we'll be watching it. Hopefully, it'll have just enough push from the jet stream to drive its way down here. But for now, nothing's making its way down here but the heat. You can see we're talking temperatures well above average across the Gulf Coast states with that drier air in towards the atmosphere, keeping things very quiet, sunny and warm. And those fronts stay well to the north, mainly over the Ohio Valley and in towards portions of Kentucky. Temperatures tomorrow morning, low 70s, mid to upper 60s, inland low 70s near the coast. So today we're tolerable with our dew points, but then we get into the comfortable category again. So this is the forecast projected model for next Thursday. Much cooler air across the nation as far as south as the panhandle of Florida, and then it breaks on. It will be well above average as we'll be ahead of the front. So all the turkeys will be baking in the sunshine, not just in our ovens and in our bellies, but we'll have a southeast breeze, and that's why we're really contributing the fact to the warmth and the humidity with that ocean air moving in. Headed to the beach, moderate risk of rip currents for beach goers, boaters. The bays will be at a light chop. Hey, for you in the Keys, near shore waters at a moderate chop. 7-day forecast. I think it looks pretty fantastic. Slightly warmer though, and then again, as we look to next week, that 7-day forecast, we'll be seeing temperatures continue to rise.
Alrighty, South Florida, let's focus on the Palmetto Expressway. For those of you who take this right now, a few things I want to discuss with you. This right here is the Palmetto going north and southbound. It's your southbound lanes near Northwest 67th Avenue. Take a look right here. You are experiencing some heavy delays on both sides, north and southbound. Your southbound looking a little worse for you. You do have an accident not too far away. It's not exactly on the Palmetto, but it's right off of it. We do have some live pictures or a live report for you in about 20 minutes or so. Walter Murphy is there, and he'll bring you a live report directly from this accident. This is at Northwest 36th Street and Northwest 72nd Avenue. You do have an accident here. You can see all the red, all that congestion because of that accident. Something to be aware of if this is part of your commute. It's definitely going to cause you some headaches this morning. You can work your way around it and take some back streets, and definitely just consider the fact that there's lots of red right there. Right here, drive times for those of you, again, who take the Palmetto Expressway. We're talking about you right now. 48 to 47 minutes to get you where you need to go going southbound. These numbers keep rising. Give yourself lots of time. Be safe.
Well, the Authority meteorologist Julie Durda joining us now. Hey, Julie, how are things feeling?
Well, it feels a little warmer out there, slightly more humidity, all thanks to a shift in wind direction. Okay. But you know what? When we see Florida Pete out there getting us a sunrise.
Oh, we got one. Oh, come on now.
Oh, here we go.
Here we go. Check it out. And listen. So those waves crashing to me indicates that the breeze is picking up. The winds are moving in off the ocean. And this is paradise. We should really just be having our cup of joe sitting alongside and relaxing.
I'm in, Jules.
Me too. Wake me up to that every day, right? Even if temperatures are slightly warmer, it is still glorious. We've got Fort Lauderdale, Pembroke Pines, Miami, low 70s, 75 degrees in Key West. Thank you, Florida Pete, for that. Always a great way to start our day. We have upper 60s hanging on slightly in Kendall. I think in about another 30 minutes that will get into the 70s too. Winds anywhere between 5 to 8 miles per hour. Temperatures are actually 1 to 5 degrees more comfortable than yesterday, but it's the humidity that is starting to climb, so it feels slightly warmer with that breeze. Our high today will be in the lower 80s. Grab the sunglasses. Even if we have some clouds around, plenty of sunshine will be breaking through with dry conditions. More on all this coming up.
All right, Julie, thank you too. It's the time. Let's get that forecast, the details. Julie's been talking about sort of the incremental warm up and the return of the humidity. Yeah. Just in time, Julie.
I know. I feel like we've had Thanksgiving very warm for the past several days, years. And it's not just because we're heating up our house because we're cooking, but even if you're doing outdoor activities, I feel like we've been sweating it on. You know what? That will be a good graphic I need to look into is the past like maybe 4 or 5 I mean, on this shift, it feels like 20 years of Thanksgivings that we've been able to bring to you, but we'll look that up. I'm almost positive a lot of them have been above average, maybe even record setting, as we were right around like 2019. I know I'm going back so many years. As we go though to the temperatures right now, let's enjoy the mild start. We're in the low 70s, which is also warmer. We have those clouds rolling in thanks to that beach breeze. Winds anywhere between 5 to 8 miles per hour. Even though the temperatures are about 2 to 5 degrees cooler, it doesn't feel that way because the dew points, the relative humidity, moisture content is starting to climb at the surface, so it feels slightly warmer. Highs today will be in the lower 80s. I'm going to go check that out, see if I can give you some more details. I'll have a lot more on the Thanksgiving Day forecast coming up.
Alrighty, South Florida, time to look at your roads. You do have an accident here on the MacArthur Causeway going eastbound. You can see some emergency vehicles here. It does appear that there's a truck involved with another car. This is a situation that's causing you some serious backup. Let's take you to your map so you can see what I'm talking about. This right here, oh, this is another accident. Before I get to that one that I just showed you, this right here is something you should also be aware of. This is on Northwest 36th Street and Northwest 72nd Avenue, causing some serious delays here. So this is near the jail, near TGK. So if this is part of your commute, my friends in Doral, definitely be aware of this because you are experiencing some heavy delays. This is that other accident I was just showing you. It's on the MacArthur Causeway going eastbound. You can see all that red starting to build up there. It's just after Biscayne Boulevard where that happened. So the left lane, as you saw, is blocked. They're working to get that cleaned up, but it's causing you some heavy delays. Even going southbound on 95 is being affected by that as well. I'll leave you with this. Drive times. Those of you who take the Palmetto Expressway going southbound, things are very, very lengthy for you. I am sorry to report that in these two areas. You can always take the turnpike if you want to avoid this. 52 to 51 minutes to get you where you need to go.